Fighting and survival are two words that do not necessarily go in the same knife. But for Justin Gingrich, the designer of the Ranger series for Ontario Knife Company, the proposal of the Ontario rack might be the answer for that dilemma. What you see here is a fighter and survival knife at the same time. It is basically a redesign of an extremely successful, and it has been already a military knife, the Ranger series of Ontario Knife Company, into a fighter knife. The simplicity of the design could be the main premise for the design of this working machine. The flat grind only up to the half of the blade make it always an extremely heavy-duty working knife, but the implementation of a huge finger groove give the user an unusual control over the knife. As you might expect from a fighter, you get a sharp pommel to do the appropriate punching, and the wrapped handle might be the most distinguishable characteristic of this blade. On the weight department, 11 ounces is still very lightweight for a 6-inch blade length knife. As all other knives from the Ranger series, it comes with a MOLLE compatible sheath, an extremely light one, but with all the characteristics. Comes all together with a plastic insert, Velcro straps, and, as you might expect, the braided paracord. I haven't taken it out yet, just to have an idea of how long it is, but anyway, you could guess this will be enough for pretty much any application you will need on the jungle. This is a very proficient survival knife, an archetype many other companies have copied. It can be considered a very good fighter, and the simplicity in the construction makes this knife an absolute sure bet of a survival knife. One good thing of a paracord over blade archetype of knife is that you could either easily replace the paracord when damaged, or turn it into a spear, which is the most useful tool on a jungle situation besides a machete. The main concern of every paracord braided handle will always be the ergonomics, but in this case it is easy to tell how the handle was contoured to make it a lot more comfortable while holding it. This is not an average blade only that you braid over. It is a handle that it was designed from the beginning to be used with a paracord handle. But perhaps the most important characteristic of this tool is the fact that its simplicity make it an absolute sure bet for pretty much every survival, military or tactical applications. This is the Ontario rack by Justin Gingrich, manufactured by Ontario Knife Company, a high value knife that when in doubt about knives, just go with the rack, you will never go wrong with it.